So now it is week 2, and we need to have put our formulas in this column. So what we do is we just copy from here to the next column. So we put our cursor here, shift and arrow down, Control C, put our cursor here, and Control V. You can also just drag and paste. Then we do the same here. Copy our information from here to here. Now the formula is the same. So this is, as you can see on top, the formula is feeding off of 9-3. So what we have to do is we have to do edit, find, and replace. So we click here, we go to edit, find, and replace. And we're going to replace 09-03 with 09-10. You have to hit also search in formulas and replace all. If you hit also search in formulas and done, it's not going to replace. So you actually have to do replace all and then done. And as you can see, the formula has changed to 9-10. And you can begin entering your expenses. Now for week 2, I like to keep my weeks in this order. So whichever tab I'm working on, whichever week I'm on, that's the week that I am working on. Now, the tab for the second week and ongoing weeks looks a little different. You just have to do one thing. You have to make sure that your balance ties to the ending balance of 9-3. So what you do here is you hit plus and you go to 9-3, come to the tab. I usually keep it the same number so I can update it much easier later. So it's going to be L20. So you click on that and then you hit enter. And that brings you the balance for the next spreadsheet. Now, in addition to that, you go to cash and you come here, hit plus 9-3, and you go to your ending balance. And I keep cash the same here and hit enter. And now you can begin entering your transactions because they now have the totals. So let's say we kept, so this is 9-10. So the weeks go from 9-3 would be the Friday. You can make this any day. I just like to keep it on Fridays. And then 9-10 would be all the transactions between 9-3 and 9-10. So it would be 9-4 to 9-10. So let's say on 9-4, we went out to eat. Let's say I received a payment for mentoring. If you see that the format is off, just copy the format. The way you copy the format is you highlight whatever you're going to format and you do edit, paste special, and then you hit formula only, and that will change it. Say I received $100. Mentoring. And let's say I did a workshop. You see how the formulas, the numbers over to the left, you can highlight all the amounts and then click on here and do right, and that will keep it to the right. This one's also formatting incorrectly, so you can highlight the whole column and put it to the left, and the same for here, highlight and format to the left. Now let's say that's all we did. Now let's say we got money in, let's say somebody paid cash. So if you make income in cash, you enter it on this side. Spelled workshops. So as you can see, I made a mistake when I wrote workshop. So if I go to click on workshops, if I click work, I'm not going to see anything because I made a mistake when I did the workshops. So what you could do is you go to the summary, and it's going to show you that little arrow. Whenever you see that little arrow that says invalid, that means that you're entering something in here that is not in your category. So if I go to the summary, I see that I misspelled workshop. So what you do is just fix it and then come back to the summary. And now when you type it in, it'll show up. And that's pretty much for now, because this is pretty much the same that we saw in the video. This is why that happened too. Workshops. And so when we come to the summary, we'll see now that we have things that are coming up. We have the 100 for the mentoring, 600 for the workshops, and our balance is reflecting that as well. And we have the $20 in for eating out. Now, the first time when we first do the first week, the second week, we have to highlight this and then enter it here and paste it. However, from the second week going forward, all you have to do is copy and paste, because these are all formulas. So it doesn't matter if you do that. But if you do the first week, this is not a formula. As you can see, this is a number. This is a formula. That's why it's okay to copy the whole column, but the first week you can't do that. You have to do it the way that I showed you. Now the second week, the third week is the same thing. We highlight the column, we do edit, find and replace, 09-10 and 09-17. One thing that I want to point out, as you can see at the bottom, it's the same format for all the tabs. So I don't have one that's like 09-110 and then 9-3. They are all in the same format. And what that does is when you go to do your find and replace, just makes it very easy because you've had the same exact format throughout all your tabs. Now, like before, we put 09, 110, 917, search and formulas, replace all, and done. And now we have 917 that's ready to go. So we'll go to 917 and we're going to bring that over to the left. And we're going to do our formulas. I had a number in here. Oh, I have the formula already in there. So this is now a good opportunity to show you this. So now, because I have the formula set up already, as we did before, it was 910 L20. So now when you come in here, it's already set up. So And let me show you this. So let's say we didn't have 917. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'll show you that later. So now we have our tab, because this is already a formula, it's already showing in there. And then we just continue on entering expenses. And then 924 comes along. This is a good one now. So 917, this is what I was going to show you before, and I chose not to because it was going to mess up the whole spreadsheet in the summary. So 917, let's say 917, we entered our expenses. I'm not going to enter anymore. 924, we usually duplicate the tab to create the new one. So 924 looks exactly like 917. So we have 910 L20 as the beginning balance, which is actually the balance for 917. So what we do here, 924, and the reason why I like to keep it all the same is because now all I have to do is change this number to 17, and that will be the beginning balance for the ending balance for 917. 924 is, I'm going to go to the summary. Again, because it's not the second week, we could just highlight everything, edit, copy, paste, and then we do edit, find and replace, and this will be 09-17 to 09-24. Also search in formulas, replace all, and done. That's it for now. Now you formatted the whole month. The next video will be on how to format the next week, the next month.